I know that yesterday after the principal's grade level meeting that there was a little bit of confusion about the domain 3 chart. And so I'm making videos. Now you get your own video because you are the only campus in which your two student groups are African American and two or more races. So let's look at this. We know that for 2023, they are changing the targets that we have to meet for each of our student groups. And we also know that they have condensed the student groups that they are looking at. So they say we have a maximum of 6, but for most of our campuses, they will only have 5. We have the all students, and then we have the two lowest ethnicity or race groups from 2022. For you, it was your African American and your two or more races. Okay. Then we have the high focus. The high focus is only used for state accountability, and your high focus is where we put in your emergent bilingual, your economically disadvantaged, your special ed, and your highly mobile. They all go into one big category, but they are only counted one time. We have special ed former. You probably do not have 10 students that have been dismissed from special ed on your campus in the 3rd and 4th grade. So your special ed former probably will not count. And then we have continuously enrolled. Okay, so academic achievement, that's where the students have to score meets or masters on their test in order to be able to be counted into this. So we went from 44 to 46 and 46 to 49 in our all. Our African American went up a little bit. Our two or more races actually went down in reading and only up 1 in math. Our highly focused, 37% of our economically disadvantaged, our emergent bilingual, our special ed, our highly mobile, all into one group, have to make meets or masters. Our special ed former, probably not going to count. Our continuously enrolled went up by 1%. Our academic growth, is, remember we're using that transition chart, so our students have to go from high did not meets to low approaches, from low approaches to high approaches, from high approaches to low meets, that we have to transition up through the performance levels. And so those numbers did change a little bit. Our all students are at 66%. We're at 66%. Now they're at 72%. So 72% of our 4th graders have to make growth between 3rd and 4th grade reading. And for our math, it's also 72%. Our African American went up from 62 to 68 and 67 to 65 and so on. Okay, so look at those categories, and this has bothered me that I didn't highlight it. Okay, these are your two lowest student groups from 2022. Okay. For our student success, this is that one in which we put all of our math and all of our reading into one big pot, and we get 1/3 of a point for approaches, we get 2/3 of a point for meets, and we get 1 point for masters. And this is our English language proficiency, and this is where the students take TELPAS. Now this year for TELPAS, remember, we're only looking at 3 out of the 4 domains. When we look at those 3 out of the 4 domains, we are looking at reading, speaking, and listening. When we look at reading, speaking, and listening, if they score advanced high on 2 out of those 3, then they will get their progress point. If on 2 out of the 3, they increase one performance level from 22 to 23, then again, we will get our progress point. Okay, and we went from 36% of our TELPAS students needing to make progress to 49% of our students making progress. Now remember, this chart is for state accountability only. For our targeted support and our additional targeted support, we go back to all the student groups, and that's another discussion, another topic.